Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I decided we are going to do an eyebrow tutorial because everybody has always been asking me, who does your eyebrows? How do you get your eyebrows so clean and crisp? And I'm here to tell you, I do my eyebrows myself. I used to go and get my eyebrows done by a professional all the time, and I let a lady do it once and she messed up my eyebrows and then had the nerve to tell me, oh, you can fix. And I'm like, you better be glad I'm a makeup artist because I know what I'm doing. If I didn't happen to be a makeup artist, I would have been screwed. And yes, it was only $8, but still that's $8 I could keep myself. And with it being in the pandemic, I don't feel like going to the mall all the time to get my eyebrows done. And I just recently moved, and so like I'm not gonna start experimenting. So I'm going to show you how I do my eyebrows for those who are curious. Disclaimer, I am not an esthetician. The way I do my eyebrows works for me. If you do this and your eyebrows come out messed up, I am not liable for that. Do this at your own discretion. I promise you, if you do it correctly and if you know yourself and your skin, you should be fine. But don't do this and then come to me later talking about, oh, don't do this. You're too scared, don't do it. If you feel like it's a bad idea, don't do it. But I'm just saying what works for me. I've seen this been done on Instagram and YouTube for a minute, but a lot of people, it's not as popular, I guess, because it may not be the best solution. But we're gonna do this how I wanna do it. All right, so what you're gonna need is a spoolie, something to brush through the brows. And it can be one that's attached to a brow pencil. It can be one that you just bought from Walmart. This is one I got when I got my lashes done. And I'm just gonna comb how I want my brows to go. And I felt like this was the easiest way because I have tried the plucking method, I've tried the tweezing method, and I've tried getting them threaded. Wax breaks me out. But the combination of these work perfectly. Let me just use this. So you're gonna need, I'm just using this because it's sitting next to me, but like a hard surface. This is just a pack of gum. A hard surface. It is sanitized, so don't freak out. But just for the hard surface, paper towel doesn't really work the best. It's something you can kind of put a liquid on. So after I comb through it, this is where I'm gonna get a lot of flack, but I really don't care. I take Nair, okay? So this is the regular Nair that you use for your legs. I know Nair has face Nair. It's a little bit more sensitive. Why don't you use that? Or bikini area. Honestly, truly, it's not strong enough. Like, I feel like it's made too soft for my course of the hair to where by the time it starts working, like my skin has burned off. And honestly, this stings less to me than the face Nair or the bikini Nair. So I use regular leg Nair. This is the softening baby oil one. This is just the one I prefer. And I'm just going to squeeze just a little bit on the back. So like just a dollop. So next, I'm going to take a concealer brush. Please make sure that your concealer brush is very flat. I'm talking very flat. I wish you could see how flat it is. Don't get one of those concealer brushes that has a lot of bristles in it. This one is a MAC Holiday brush, so I can't like give you specs or anything because they don't make this anymore. But just a really thin concealer brush. And I'm just going to, excuse me. I'm just going to coat back and front. you want to make sure you get as much, well, I don't want to say as much, you want to get a more concealer on the tip of the brush than the rest of the brush, if that makes sense. And then I am going to move this mirror closer. So next, okay, you can see, I'm going to just outline my brows. So I like this trick because I like my brows to be a certain shape. And when I was using the eyebrow razor, I was cutting too much of my brow off, which really pissed me off, and I wasn't getting like a good shape to it. But y'all see that? When I conceal my brows, I want my brows to go in a certain direction. This is a good trick if, you know, you have a brow, like my brows grow very much on my lid. So like, it's hard to get a high arch in my brows. So what I do is I conceal them with Nair. I like to say conceal. I outline them with Nair so that way I can almost outline the shape I want my brow to be and remove hair at the same time. So the trick is, I know you're probably like, oh my gosh, she keeps going over it. I like to make sure it's pretty thick because what will end up happening is if it's too thin, it clearly says on the bottle, do not rub in. If it's too thin, it will dry and oh, excuse me. It will dry and it won't work. So the more rubbed in it is, the less effective it is. It needs to be as wet as possible. And then I'm gonna take the top. I also suggest having a steady hand when you do this. If you get any in a place you don't want it to be, just wipe it off immediately. It's not going to like burn your hair off. Not burn your hair off, but it's not going to, it's not gonna be immediate effect. You still have time to wipe it off if you don't want it to work. Ooh. You see how like perfect this is getting? And I do take it up a little bit more than I would to make sure I got the hair from top of my brow. I do get hair on my face, so. And then I'm going to take it down the middle just a little bit. No, it's not gonna give that boxy look, but I just wanna clean up the middle, connect it. Boom. Nair. Now I'm going to do the other brow. This is my poor brow. This is the brow that doesn't grow the way I want it to. It's sparse, and I really want to get microblading in this brow because it just grows funny. This one grows, bam, like definitely the favorite brow. This brow, on the other hand, I don't be knowing. What are we doing? See? I took too much. See how I can just wipe that off and keep going. And I don't have to worry about it taking it off because it's just not there. It will begin to sting. Like I feel it right here. It will begin to sting. So like it's not foolproof. It's gonna, if you've ever used Nair before, you know it can sting. So don't be surprised when it starts to sting. Like I said, layer it as much as possible so that way the hair will start, it won't dry up because you don't want it to dry up. Okay. thing for this brow. But you see how like in the middle, how it started to dry up? Because I didn't put enough. All right. Ooh. I can feel a little bit up here. So you're going to, well, I'm gonna read the instructions for you so that way there's no communication. You leave the lotion on for 3 minutes. You check a small area for hair removal. If your hair is thicker, you can leave it on a little bit longer. So what's gonna end up happening is some of the hair is going to remove with the swipe. You're going to wet a black towel after you let it sit for at least 3 minutes. I let it sit between 5 to 10 minutes depending on how much hair that I have on my head. And I do have a little bit more of a coarser hair type, so Nair doesn't necessarily work like super easy with me. So after I wipe this down, I'm going to show you that later. There probably is gonna be some hair left around my brows, and that's okay. We're gonna end up going in and cleaning it back up. Don't get discouraged when you get to the end and you start to wipe your brows off and you're like, oh my God, all the hair is not gone, or oh my gosh, I can't get the hair up, I don't want to irritate it, because you do want to be careful not to break the skin, not to irritate the skin, and not to cause any like irritation problems. This is the key. Even though yes, your skin will be irritated after the Nair, how you care for it afterwards will dictate if it's going to cause any problems down the line. And I'm going to show you what I do. But yeah, you just let it sit. You'll start to be able to tell, like it'll start to get really weak. You can see it like shrivel up. And it'll start to turn like a really dark color. And yeah. So I'm gonna come back when the Nair has finished drying. Well, not drying, but completely activated. And I will show you the rest of my routine. Okay, I'm back. So I'm just gonna take a wet towel and I'm going to wipe away at my brow. Do test before you wipe like a little section of your brow. I didn't have a whole bunch of hair, so I knew it was gonna come off a lot easier, but you wanna be really gentle. Don't rub back and forth. If you do go back the other way, just go back the other way in one motion. Don't do any scrubbing, because you don't wanna add any extra irritation to it. I don't know if you can see, but you just see how super clean that brow is. And you can, I do see like a tiny hairs here, but I actually got it off in one good swipe. Like, this is the first time that's happened, okay? And I'm just gonna do this brow. Move slowly. Don't wanna irritate. And you do want to press down a little harder if you're trying to get it off with the swipes. Okay. All right. So next I am going to take some tweezers and I am just going to see if I can grab little bitty hairs that are left. I am not a fan of tweezing at all. That's That's why I usually get my eyebrows threaded, but y'all, when I tell you my eyebrows grow in so thick, it is excruciatingly painful when I go get my eyebrows threaded. Like, I'm literally in so much pain, I can't breathe. Some of the worst pain on planet Earth. Literally takes my breath away every time. And normally I usually have to take a razor to get some of the hair off, but I caught it pretty early when doing my brows. This is a lot easier when you don't have a lot of hair, but it's still achievable when you have full hair. As you can see, this brow is not as perfect as the other one, and that's literally because like my hair is not dense enough in the right places, which is why I want to get microblading just to fill out this brow and fill a little bit up at the top, right here, just like a little bit, and to like give it a little bit more shape. That's all, nothing crazy. I have to stay combing this brow like. And boom, brows done. Save me a whole bunch of money. This Nair will last you forever. It's probably been expired and I probably need to replace it, but don't follow me on that one. What I will say is after you do your brows, so that's pretty much the grooming process is done. If you do have very like wild eyebrows, I do suggest trimming them up with some scissors. So pretty much what you want to do is you just want to comb up your brows when you do it and take some scissors and cut around the top, just the shape of your brow. Don't cut into your brow or you'll start to be missing, like you'll start to have holes in your brows. So what I'm going to do skincare wise, normally what I'll do after this is I'm going to wash my face. I will let you know that any type of astringent, any type of toner, any type of serum after this will burn the skin. Now, like I said, I'm not an esthetician. When I do it, my skin is fine. My brows are fine. Honestly, it's like putting aftershave after you shave your eyebrows. It works for me. It keeps bumps from coming up. Like literally, I don't get bumps on my eyebrows. I don't get bumps in my eyebrows anymore. I don't get them around here. It will start to get inflamed. I don't want to say inflamed. Like if you've ever Naired a part of your body, you know the feeling you get when you Nair. Like when you Nair your underarms, it almost feels like a cooling sensation, tingly. That's how it feels on your face. So like, don't be surprised, don't be alarmed if that's the feeling that you get. If you've Naired any other part of your body, like I said before, then this shouldn't feel any different. But what I'll do is I'll wash my face, pretty much, put in not astringent, but a toner. Even if it's a soft toner, it can have a tendency to burn or sting. Burn is such a harsh word, sting. For me, it is quite painful. I'm not afraid of pain. But if you do want to skip this step, but I do suggest you have got to put some oil on your eyebrows. So after I wash my face, I end up saturating my brows with oil. And I mean, like, your face needs to look like a 5-year-old going to kindergarten for the first time and its mom has slathered Vaseline all over their face. You know what I'm talking? If you know, you know. But if you don't, pretty much your brows need to be doused in oil. I don't suggest going straight to sleep. You will stain your bed, whatever. You need to be like up, walking around. Oils that I suggest: coconut oil, jojoba oil, any type of skincare oil, a vitamin E oil honestly would be the number one, the top one I would use. Vitamin E oil, because it helps with healing. So you don't have to worry about any type of scarring or anything on your brows. I'm just giving all these background and details because when I first did this, I was just kind of like, man, my skin kind of, it's uncomfortable, but you save the money and your brows look fire. People are probably like, this is a dumbass video. And I'm gonna be like, well, you can take your dumb ass and you don't have to watch it, and you can go do something else and go pay to get your brows done. For those bitches who want to save some money and don't really give a fuck about a sting or a burn, this video is for motherfucking you. All right, if you don't care about esthetician rules, if you don't care about skincare rules, this is for you. Come watch, get your brows done, get them together, because you see the brow leakage. Okay, so don't play with me. I know what the fuck I'm doing. Thank you. Don't play with her. She is not one of them. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah, I'm about to go wash my face and douse my face in oil. I'm not gonna put that part on the video because I have other stuff that I need to do, and I just kind of want to give you just a feel of what it looks like after you Nair your brows. But yeah, Nair, you guys. Nair. So thank you guys for coming to my channel. If you just want any more tips or tricks or hacks, I probably can show you how I shave my face. I'm really starting to get away from shaving my face because I break out every single time all over my face, and I have yet to find a routine. What's crazy is my eyebrows won't break out, but if I shave my face is gonna, like with an eyebrow razor, my face will break out in tiny bumps everywhere, and I hate it. But if you guys have any suggestions, let me know, because a bitch loves a baby smooth face. All right, you guys, of course, you know what it is. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please let me know what you think of this video. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I'm here for the support. I'm here for the haters. You know, we love everybody. We love everybody. We do not discriminate over on this channel at all. This channel is for all my he, she's, them, days. This is for all of y'all. So we're going to not be discriminatory, and because that shit is really way like lame. Anyway, like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you feel about this video. If you want to see any more tips and tricks, please let me know in the comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. Send to your friends, share, send to your auntie, your granny, your mommy, your dad, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, your great uncle, your teachers, your co-workers. Share. Let people know. Like I said, we're almost at 1,000 subscribers, and I really hope we will get to 1,000 subscribers before, let's give a deadline, before the end of April. Okay, I'll give it to April. You know, give you guys some time to, you know, get in the groove of watching me. So I hope to see you guys later, and I hope to crank out some more videos for you guys. Bye. Okay, so I just wanted to come on here real quick and show you when I said douse in oil, I meant douse in oil. Like, you see that brow? Yes, it is going to be a little red, a little inflamed, but that happens after you Nair just about anything. But this is what it looks like when I say douse the oil. It needs to be, you need to look greasy. And I'm going to tag below the oil that I use on my brow.